Hey, how's it going, Taylor and team and whoever's watching this video at Drexler Law Group? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. Taylor, I understand reached out to you and asked if you were interested in maybe doing having a screencast done for you, analyzing the video and seeing how your SEO stacks up as well as what we could do for you. And so I'll go ahead and do this video analysis. I'm one of the SEO consultants here. We're a local online marketing and SEO company here in the Springs. And what I want to do in this video analysis is basically do some analysis of your site, go over exactly what I can see as a search marketer in terms of like some of their metrics on your site, as well as what kind of keywords you're currently ranking for, as well as what we need to do to make sure that you rank higher for those keywords and make sure that you're front and center when people are typing in, family law, child custody, lawyers, attorneys in Colorado Springs on their smartphones, laptops, and and things like that. All right. So without further ado, let me go and get started. The first thing I did was I pulled up your website here, a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to actually look at the specific metrics of the things that I talked about earlier. And what I can see right off the bat is that there has been some SEO work even as soon as May of 2014, and it's been going up and down, and right here. And so up to this point, it's actually even up to November of 2017. It looks like there has been some consistent SEO work done, but since then it's kind of tailed off. The reason why I'm looking at this metric right here, referring domains, is because it's a very important part of Google's current algorithm in determining why your website should rank higher than another website for the various keywords you want to go after. The reason being is basically a referring domain is any website that links back to your website via hyperlink. So for example, if there's a blog out there that's called the paralegalblog.com, and they mention your website in a new blog post, and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best family law attorney in Colorado Springs, check out www.drexlerlawgroup.com, and then there'll be a link to your site, and if someone clicked on that link, it would direct them to your site. And so every time another website links back to your website, you get credit for them talking about your site. And what Google does is they have a bunch of website crawlers that crawl through the hundreds of millions of websites that are out there on the internet and look for these links that are linking back between websites. And what they do is every single time another website links back to your website gets credit for that. And what we need to do is we want a lot of these websites to link back to your site, because it shows Google that you're the kind of website that other websites like to talk about, and you're a trustworthy website because you have a lot of these websites that are like, hey, check out this link, hey, visit this website, hey, check out this law group, right? And so at the end of the day, what you want is you want a lot of these websites linking back to your site. And so right now, 27 referring domains, basically 27 websites, are linking back 1,200 times. This is a little bit spammy, so I'd have to take a look and see which ones are getting you so many links, because that could be an issue. And then what we need to do is we need to continue to build up the websites that are linking back to your site. We want to go for about 100 to 300 referring domains on about 1,000 to 3,000 backlinks. And that's really going to show Google that you are an authoritative level and you deserve to rank higher than your competitors that aren't as authoritative and trustworthy in Google's algorithm's eyes, right? And so that's our job. We're local here in the Springs, so we have a lot of push and pull with bloggers and newspaper articles and directories and things like that that are that we can ask them to do like a review or like talk about your business, and then really build that authority and the relevancy to your site, and then really get you ranked higher for the various keywords we want to rank for. All right. Now, this isn't everything that has to do with SEO, but I want to tackle some of the biggest things that I can see right off the bat, and then address them. Right. All right, so moving on, I want to hop over to this organic keywords tab. This organic keywords tab basically allows me to see what kind of keywords you currently rank for, as well as some of the metrics behind those keywords. So what you'll see right off the bat is that Drexler Law Group, you are on the #1 spot, which is fantastic news. It means that when someone's typing that brand name, your website pulls up #1, which is very important because people might have heard your business name through the grapevine, whether it's through referrals, through TV, radio, mail, direct mail, whatever you're being found for, and you want to make sure you're front and center. Not all lawyers have this, and that's a big issue because you don't want them to sit there and visit another website and realize it's the wrong website, right? And so then, okay, just so going down the list, we'll see family law attorney Colorado Springs. Looks like you're on the 14th spot. Very, very important that we go after this keyword, right? So it's good and bad news, because actually, yeah, I can see just kind of going down the list right off the bat. What I can see is it's both good and bad news, because well, the bad news is that you're not on the first page, right? The first page is where the majority of people stay stay on when they search for a specific product or service, right? So when someone's typing in family law attorney Colorado Springs into Google or through their smartphones or laptops, the majority of them are going to stay on the first page. Most likely, you're going to click on the top 5 websites and then read about the site, like what they hear, and then pull the trigger with setting up an appointment or inquiring about your services or filling out a contact form and that kind of thing. And so the fact that you are not on the first page means that you're not getting the majority of the traffic, and so we need to continue to do our SEO work to make sure that you are hanging out on the first page and really being a key player in this keyword. Now, the good news is the fact that you are already on the second page, which means that you're already getting a lot of credit for these keywords, and you have enough authority established that you can still be on the second page, which means that it only takes us a little bit more SEO work to get you on that first page, the coveted first page, and then really start bringing in a lot more results for you and get you a lot more leads from your website, as opposed to kind of where you're at right now. And that's kind of where we like to be at when we bring on a client, because you're already getting found and you just need a little bit more help to get you there. And then it's just a really good situation for both of us, because we know kind of what's possibly out there once we get you on the first page, and we know that our SEO efforts are going to go a lot further in terms of bringing you more business. Because at the end of the day, it's not just all about getting you ranked or getting your keywords moving. At the end of the day, it really is just how much business are you bringing in from the marketing dollars that you're putting in, right? And so we understand that here at Mr. and Mrs. Leads. It's not just about hey, we brought you more traffic. It's not about, hey, we're getting you ranked higher. It's about how much business are you getting. So we understand that. Now, SEO does take time. I'm not going to sit there and fluff the numbers. It is what it is, and especially with nowadays, Google's algorithm is getting tougher and tougher to get you ranked quicker, just because of Google's changes and things like that, and they want to be consistent in the search results. But obviously, it is very possible for us to get you ranked. We can't do that within a month or two, unfortunately. It's going to take a little bit longer than that. But whereas where we start from completely from scratch, where you're not even ranking for any keywords, or on the 10th or 7th page, it's going to be a lot quicker than that, because like I said, you're already on the second page for it. All right. So yeah, you could always just pause this video and kind of look at where your current rankings are. But what I would do if we were to tackle this project on together and we bring you on as a client is we would kind of look at what kind of keywords you currently rank for currently and recognize which pages are ranking for those kind of keywords. So if someone typed in family law, no, not that one. Let's try this one. No, that one's a little bit long too. Yeah, you know what? This one. So does a restraining order show up on a background check? If someone types that up, it's actually this page. It's not your home page that's being found for that keyword. It's actually this page right here. And so we want to make sure that we figure out which kind of pages are ranking for which kind of keywords, and then optimize those pages so that we can further get credit for those keywords and continue to rank for those group of keyword sets, right? Because Google considers this one, Colorado Springs family law attorney, different from divorce lawyers in Colorado Springs. They're considered two different keywords, and if you don't have the SEO elements on the on-page SEO, then you're not going to get credit for both those keywords as well if it's not layered in correctly. Now, there's good ways to do SEO, there's bad ways to do SEO, and so we want to make sure we always stay on the good side, and we really do know how to stay on the good side of SEO, because this is all we do day in, day out. We just understand Google's algorithm. We know what they're looking for, we know what they're not looking for, and if you're really not on top of this game, it really hurts your website rankings. And so and kind of going back to what I was talking about earlier, because of the dichotomy of the relationship between us as marketers as well as you as our client, we understand that if you're not getting more business than the marketing dollars that you're putting into us, we know that it's not worth it for you, and there's no reason for you to continue working with us. And so then we would be, if we weren't able to produce results for our clients, then we wouldn't be in business. All right. And so just the fact that we have been getting more and more business, we've continued to grow for the last few years, and we've been expanding quickly, as well as getting a lot of referrals from people, is kind of a testament to kind of what we can do for our clients, and that we are a serious business and we know what we're doing, and that we really love working with local clients here in the Springs, because we can meet in person, we can talk on the phone, email, and things like that without running into time zone issues or anything like that as well. And so we really like working with you, with local clients especially, as well as yeah, like I said, we're just legit. We really know what we're doing, and I'm very confident in what we can do for you as well, because we've done this over and over again. So the last thing I want to do real quick before I wrap this up is just kind of go over your site and see what I can see. So right off the bat, what I would highly recommend doing is, I think this background image is nice because it's kind of related to Rocky Mountains, right? Now, what I would recommend in terms of increasing traffic, and not traffic, but converting it. So actually, once we get the people to your site, we need to actually get them to inquire, right? And so I would get something that's a little bit more relevant to the space. So this is a nice image because it's Colorado Springs, but I would recommend doing something that has to do with like an image that has to do with lawyers and things like that, right? And that's really going to capture it. And actually, we don't even need necessarily do this because this image kind of detracts from the service that you provide. It's a little bit, um, a lot on the eyes is what I can see right off the bat. And it's kind of hard to read these things, and you get distracted by the image. So even just having a flat image would be great. And then what I want to see is actually an image of the attorneys, right? Because there's so much heavy face-to-face contact in the nature of the business that you're in legal advice. People want to see the face. People want to see who they're going to be talking to and who they're going to be associating with. And I couldn't find one when I was doing my homework before I made this video. And I would highly recommend that. Having it, especially on the first page, would be great. Yeah, so even on the About Us page, okay, so you have it right here. And so but they have to go through multiple links, right? To be able to find these, I would just straight up load this page with those images. And then what you want to do is maybe like click a read more, right? So you have like a brief blurb, and then there'd be like a read more, and then you click on that, and then it would bring them out to like this page. But I wouldn't recommend having to have them click multiple things to actually get to the who we are, as well as actually having some of the actual office would be great. Some of the team. So I know it's not just like the attorneys here. There's actually the office manager and everyone else that works there, and would love to see something like that because it just makes it look more legit, and it helps. Like psychologically, there's like certain checklists that we as potential clients are looking for, and so we're looking for like, hey, is this a legitimate business? Okay, check. Hey, does this website look legit, and they actually know what they're doing? Yes. Do they have good reviews? Yes. Do they have a phone number that's local to the Springs? Yes. Hey, like, what do the business owners look like, or are they just hiding behind their business? Yes, that kind of thing. And so there's like subconscious psychological thing that people are looking for, and you want to make sure you nail every single one of those. Some people, to really stand out from the crowd, even have like video testimonials, or videos of introducing themselves, which could be really cool, as well as maybe panoramic videos of like drones actually like doing some images of the actual office is really cool and really captures people's attention to really get people to actually pull the trigger and actually reach out to you. All right. So I'll wrap it up there. I appreciate it if you watch this video all the way through. Would love to talk to you further about how it could help your business and really make it thrive. And when you get a chance, would love to talk to you further about this. All right. Thank you.